Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh no, this thing is not working yet. I didn't turn it on. I think I just bloopers to my video. There we go. We're on. I was talking about my microphone actually. I'm so glad that you can't see it in the videos. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Hello, hi guys, welcome to another video. I don't know why I did that. Like that's just like, what does this even mean? What is this? Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I'm currently going through now, and I thought, you know what, instead of wasting this, let me actually put energy into sharing some things with you guys. So I'm currently experiencing a bit of anxiety. Like it's just like it was like a a wave of emotions where tears were just falling down my face, and I don't know why. So I thought, instead of just sitting there and feeling sorry for myself and not and trying to understand what it is that I'm going through, let me just sit down and vlog, and I can share a little bit about things that I've gone through that maybe might help you as well if you are experiencing the same thing that I am. You know, like when you are in your probably over 25, you start thinking to yourself, what am I doing with my life? Like, what is it that I want to do with my life? Why do I feel so stuck? Why am I not making friends? Why? We've got so many things that are happening in our lives that we just don't know how to deal with them. Today, I thought, let's have a sit down and go through these things. So the first thing is I want to backtrack to 2023 when I came back to South Africa from Europe. For those who don't know and who just found my channel, thank you so much. But I used to live in Europe for like a year and a half. And at the time when I left South Africa, I literally sold everything that I owned because I thought that I would be in Europe for more than 5 years. So I sold all my furniture. I gave away some of my clothes and moved back with my mom and prepared for the move to Europe. And then I moved to Europe and things didn't work out. And then I had to move back to South Africa. Obviously, when something like that happens, there's just too much change happening at the same time, and there's a lot of emotions that you go through as a person when you have to deal with moving, loss of relationships, loss of loved ones. When I came back to South Africa, I literally felt so exhausted, and I think one thing that kept me going is that some of my friends will always tell me that, Karabo, wherever you go, you always find a way to start over. You are the one person who knows how to start over. So if you are starting over at any age, especially when you are over 30, 40, things can be a bit concerning, or you can feel concerned, or things can be a bit uncertain, and that uncertainty can cause a bit of anxiety and depression. Sometimes we can't even afford professional help or someone we can talk to who can give us that guidance on how to manage or regulate our emotions. So when I came back, one thing that I did was I was lucky, first of all, I was lucky that I found work, because when I came back, before coming back, I actually got an opportunity to start interviewing for the current job that I have now. And I think that gave me a bit of hope. And when I came back with that job, and I was very excited that that opportunity was awarded to me, and it made me feel like things happen for a reason, and that reason was for me to come back to South Africa and actually have my dream job. And that's why I'm excited. I was excited to be back. But now the thing is, even if you're excited and you have positive things that are happening in your life, there's always that reminder that you are not where you have always planned to be. You don't have the things that you dreamed of having at the age that you want. And one of the most traps that we put ourselves in is planning for so long, forgetting that anything can happen, and a month, a week, a month, a year is so long that things can literally change in the blink of an eye. So I'm going to talk about that. So the first thing is, when I went through that situation, and also because at the time my finances were in shambles, literally in shambles, and I did mention in my first video of this channel that I had to sell some of my gear. That's why I had to start rebuying some of the things that I used to have. So, well, not rebuying from, like the old ones, but like buying new gear. What I did for myself was I recognized that I needed time to just deal with my emotions, and with that I decided that I wasn't going to be going out. So I literally asked my friends to give me time to just refocus and deal with the things that I was going through. So even though I was always communicating with them, I decided to stay at home and face my emotions head on, and that really helped me a lot. And it helped me sort of figure out the kind of person that I want to be moving forward and the kind of person that I want to be for my friends and family. And everybody was very supportive, and I'm really glad that I got to have that moment. I think I was home for like May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So about 8 months I wasn't going out as much as I normally would, and I wasn't spending money. So the only thing that I'll be doing was literally going to work and coming back home. At first it was a bit of a shock to my mental state, but then when I started realizing that I needed to recognize, to acknowledge the feelings that I was having and also deal with them, and by dealing with them, like literally each and every day, I would sit in my feelings. Like I would sit in whatever feeling that I was feeling and work through it slowly by myself, which was very difficult. But at the end of the day, I'm so glad that I went through that, because it taught me a lot about myself and also the things that I want to put my energy into. After that, 2024 came around and I was really, really happy and I was really excited because a lot of things changed for me. However, even if things didn't change, like some of the contributing factors to me being positive and being a better person and being in a better mental state, I do feel like that time that I spent refocusing helped me a lot, because it gave me a bit of a direction on where I want to be in terms of my mental health and how to work through that, because your mental health is not necessarily a destination, it's a journey. Every single day is different, so you always have to recognize that tomorrow can be different, today, or tomorrow is not going to be the same. I usually have two types of anxieties, and these are not medically diagnosed. Like I wasn't medically diagnosed. I usually have two types of anxieties, and the first one that I want to talk about is the end of month anxiety. I call it end of month anxiety or payday anxiety. The reason that is because of the fact that there's so much responsibility that I have at home that's coming up. I usually want to make sure that my finances are treated with respect and they can go a long way. So every single time between the 23rd to the 1st of the next month, I have this anxiety. It usually is super bad on payday. So what I usually do to manage these feelings is every single morning during that period is literally I open my eyes and I look at my phone to see what time it is and what date it is, and from there on I put my phone down and I close my eyes and I just start doing breathing exercises, either in a fetal position or on my back facing up. So I just sit there and I start breathing, and I don't think about the money, I don't think about the salary, I don't think about anything. I just tell myself that I am very, very grateful and lucky to be in a job that I actually enjoy, and to be in a city that I love, and to have another day. And another thing is I don't check social media in the mornings. So I give myself until either 11 or 12 before I open my social media, because also that can impact your mental health. It can impact your brain chemistry when you are online and you see other people living this fake life. I'm saying fake life because a lot of the things that happen on social media are not real. So we curate everything that goes online. Even myself, I curate some of the things that go on my page, because it's just moments that I would rather share with you that I curated than actually telling you about my life. Because if I were to do that, then I'll be that girl who's crying online. I also make sure that I write down every single month, I write down my most important expenses. That way I know that those need to be taken care of, and then all the miscellaneous stuff can always be moved around. Anxiety number 2 that I go through is, I call it spontaneous anxiety, and this is what I'm currently going through now today. This is where I feel I just out of nowhere, I'm not sad, I'm not lonely, but I feel this wave of emotions that just comes and I just cry, and I don't know why. And I will cry the whole day. And as I'm just like, I don't know what it is, but something is not right. Even when I think about it now, like I'm just, okay. With this one, I don't know how to actually regulate my emotions. So of late I've been watching YouTube videos from psychologists on how to positively regulate emotions. And people say, oh, maybe you are gonna have like your period, and it's not even that, because my period is like so far away. I don't know. I don't know. I cannot put my finger on it, and I don't know what it is that I need to be doing to actually make myself feel better. I shouldn't focus on making myself feel better. I should focus on finding out what the trigger is, and then that's when I'll know how to manage my feelings. But today I woke up and I felt fine, but then out of nowhere, I started like just tears started filled my eyes. If you go through this as well, you can just share in the comments and let me know if you go through this as well. The final anxiety that I go through is the feeling of getting stuck. This one is, I think a lot of us can relate to this one, because every now and then I feel stuck, and now currently it has to do with first of all, my education and social media. So I use social media to make money, sometimes like Instagram. Ever since I moved to Europe, and coming back, it has been very difficult to land brand deals. It has been very difficult to even get a response from PR companies on requests that I make. That, however, does not make me feel bad, because I'm just like, maybe I'm not, times have changed, social media landscape has changed, and also I've left and now I'm back, but things are no longer the same in South Africa. So maybe I'm not the person that they're looking for. Of course, there've been like the occasional the occasional campaigns that I've done, which I'm so grateful for. But moving forward, when I think about it, I've sent so many requests in the past year that I've sat down and thought to myself, okay, I'm not the person that they're looking for anymore, and I'm not the person that I was before I left, because that person was doing a lot of amazing things. This person now is doing amazing things, but it's just not hitting the mark. In comparing yourself to other people, sometimes you can't avoid it, and especially when you are on social media, it gets very difficult because you see things that you would like to do but are not doing. Secondly, I keep asking myself, like, to what end am I gonna do this? And what am I doing it for? And I keep asking myself the question, and because of this feeling of being stuck, I'm now sitting here thinking, do I still want to be on social media? Do I want to do this? I don't know. I don't think so. Especially on Instagram. I don't think that Instagram is for me anymore. I'm so over that platform. I don't know what's going on. I think my time there is over. But the thing is, I've got so much to give, and I'm so excited about a lot of things. But when I think about the process of creating content and putting it out there and nothing happens with it, gives me so much anxiety. But now when we're talking about YouTube, on the other hand, it's a place where I find peace, a place where I learn and share things and discuss a lot of things, because there's no expectations. There aren't like, it's not curated. You literally can put out whatever you put out, and it is what it is. Now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I built all this, like this entire community on Instagram and TikTok, but it's not going anywhere anymore. So what am I doing with it? When I feel stuck, these are the things that I do. Currently, what I'm doing, because I'm feeling stuck, what I do is I will have this conversation with my friends, and we'll go back and forth on the things that I was doing, the things that I'm doing now, possibilities, things that are possible that I can do. Maybe I should sell my Instagram account. Maybe I should just give it away. Maybe I should just close it. And right now, I feel like just closing it is the most perfect thing to do, because having to give my community to somebody else is a little bit weird, because those people came to my account for me and the things that I'm doing. So to just sell them off like they are products, there we go, is not the right thing, because we've come a long way. Most of the people that are following me, we literally started together, and to just now change the page and give it to someone else would be a bit disrespectful, and I would rather just close it and move on with my life. But then again, I don't think I want to do that, because most of the people that I have on my Instagram or on my social media have been people that have inspired me so much to keep creating, because I love creating content. They inspire me to keep creating. We have become friends. We relate to each other on a lot of things, and I feel like if I were to close my platforms, I would be losing that element of still being in touch with people, like still connecting with people. Like right now, I've been seeing a lot of young women, a lot of young Black women moving out of the country to Europe, Asia, and all these other places, and that's really inspiring, because growing up, that's not something that I experienced. You would hear about white kids moving out of the country, traveling, do all these things, and now that Black kids also get to do that. We get to do that. It's so inspiring and it's amazing to see, and I don't want to miss out on that. Now we are in the club too. I'm inspired by other people. If they can do it, so can I. I don't know, I'm stuck with that, with making that decision on what is that I want to do with my platforms. And then another thing that I'm trying to do is be a little bit more physical. And I'm not talking about gym because that is standard. I'm going to gym all the time, but I'm talking about being outside, just taking walks, taking a jog, because I'm also gonna start running soon. I hate running, so it's a great challenge for me. I want to see if I can do it. And one last thing that I do when I'm feeling stuck is being off socials, because again, when you are on social media, you tend to compare yourself with other people or to other people, but we forget that we don't see the full picture. We don't know what these people are going through behind closed doors. Social media has deluded us, or is that the word, deluded us to think that everything that goes on social media needs to yield money. We're no longer doing things for ourselves. That's why I enjoy being on YouTube, because I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not even asking people to subscribe to my channel, because I don't like people who are going to subscribe and then not watch my videos or engage with my videos. That's not something that I want. That's a mistake that I made in my first channel, where I would ask people to just subscribe, get my numbers up, subscribe. And I was just like, I can't do that with this channel, because I want people to subscribe because they enjoy they enjoy the mood, they just enjoy the vibe, they enjoy being here, and it was, you know, their own decision to do that, not because they want to get me to a certain point. With my education, I did my honours at the University of Johannesburg, but I didn't complete it because I failed my assignment and I had to redo it. But at the time, it was going to cost me 10,000 rands, which I didn't have. So I decided to stop, save some money, and then redo it. But the time I wanted to do it, I didn't have money still, because I was not earning anything. I was an intern. I didn't have money, and also I just felt so demotivated because my experience at the University of Johannesburg, again, was not that great. Now I'm sitting, I'm like, I did like humanities, and I'm thinking, do I want to get my master's in anything in humanities, or do I just want to do like a bridge course and bridge into marketing? What do I want to do? So there's that. I want to do my master's at some point. I feel so stuck because I want to go back to school, do it right. I want to graduate happier, because even with my graduation, I wasn't looking forward to it. I wasn't excited. I did it because my mom really wanted me to go graduate, like to the ceremony. I wasn't looking forward to it. But when I went there, I actually enjoyed it because my mom was so happy. I was so happy. My friends were there, and it was such a beautiful day. But now I want to do it for me. I want to go back to school for me. I want to enjoy it. I want to study. I want to be a student again. Deciding what exactly I want to do is the most difficult thing, and when I think about it, my head just hurts. There's that, and honestly, going back to school is a gamble because I can't afford to not have work. You know, some of us can't afford to not be at work because our families rely on us. As a Black woman, and this is something that I've spoken with my best friend about, as a Black woman, we can't afford to be sick. We can't afford to take time off because we're burnt out. And also South Africa doesn't even have like a burnout policy. We can't afford to take time off because of our mental health. You always need to show up. We don't have generational savings where it's like, oh, your parents bought you a car when you turned 18. Your parents bought you an apartment, or they're paying for your rent because you need to focus on getting work. And so you always have to do things for yourself. So when you stop working, who's gonna do that for you? With that being said, that is a lot that's been said. So you can just imagine all those things, all those emotions in a box. But that box is like my chest. And the chest is just floating in the middle of the ocean. And it's like, it doesn't know where it's going. It's like when one side dries up, the other side gets wet. Look at me using metaphors like this. Oh. Wow. I know that people who are going through worse things, I used to say that it could get worse, and yes, it could get worse, but there's so much that a person can take. Share in the comments, how do you positively manage your emotions? With that being said, guys, please enjoy the vlog.
you're absolutely right. Like, I feel like when you start doing something, you always think that, you know, it's meant for new people, you know, like it's meant for strangers. And we forget that our first supporters are literally our friends and family.
Work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah.
I'm talking to Tina. Tina is like one of those people like who'll get you in order, and in the most kind way, but like in the most firm way, and it always makes sense. So now we're talking about, like, do you ever just like cry out of nowhere? Because that's what's happening to me today. And she's like, it happens, girl, because you own a vagina. And that's true. I forgot about that. Greece legalizes 6-day work week to boost its economy. But some people are saying 4-day work week. When about 6? Guess who's being serious about their 2025 goals? This girl. So I'm going for a walk. Thanks to Martin, he put me on. So we went for a walk yesterday, and today I was like, you know what? I need to start going for a walk every single time I'm working from home, because I never go out when I'm working from home. Like, I never step outside unless I'm going to the shops, and that doesn't even count. So I used to use the mall as my steps counter opportunity, whatever. So now I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go to the mall to inquire about my IUD, and then go for a walk around and come home and cook. So I just wanna, you know, yeah. Let me show you my outfit. Oh. Sorry, baby. I need my earphones. Okay. And I'm not gonna take anything because I don't want people to think that I have something they can take from me. So I also need to make sure that every day when I go for a walk, I change my route. Like, I need to be very unpredictable because I don't wanna be a target. Because guys, we live in a very scary world, and amadoda. They're so scary. Okay. Let's go to the mall to check on my script, and then go for this walk. If there's one thing that I appreciate is my microphone. Like, this girl, since I bought my camera, it has been full. It never runs out. But my camera, on the other hand, runs out super quick. And the handheld battery also, it finishes so fast. And it's quite annoying. But anyway, it's another day. So I decided to make something new. It's breakfast time. I decided to make this. I saw it on TikTok or on Instagram. I don't remember, but it was on Threads. So it was on Threads. The person probably posted it on Instagram and then shared it on Threads. So I might have missed one ingredient because it's falling apart. It's supposed to be like a pancake, but anyway, whatever. So the pancake ingredients are, you smash a banana, and then you add oat, and then you mix, and then you add an egg, and then you fry it like as you would, you shallow fry as you would a pancake. So I made them, but they were falling apart, but so far they look fine. I'm just hoping that the oat is not crunchy, and it looks like this. So I added a bit of honey in there, and we're gonna taste it now. We're gonna taste it together. Sorry, you're not gonna taste, but then you're gonna taste it with me. Let me get my fork. So I'm also gonna make coffee. I'm trying now that like I'm sort of, so I've been back at the office, like back to work, but I have been not having a routine, like, okay, wake up, make breakfast, do this, do that. So now I've decided, you know what, now that my entire team is back, I'm gonna start also creating a routine for myself. Breakfast, it's literally around 11 right now, and I'm gonna have my Progas thing. It helps me with nausea. But I've realized that in the mornings when I wake up, if my alarm goes off and I don't wake up right away, I start getting nauseated. So I don't know what the cause of that is, but also I've been eating mangoes, so they're very high in sugar. Let me close this window. My mangoes are very high in sugar, and I'm thinking that I get nauseated in the mornings because of the sugar. Sugar does not like me. I don't eat anything with sugar because it makes me sick. So firstly, what I do is, according to the instructions, I have to add like 20 of these. So I'm reusing this kimchi cup to put in 20 drops of this, and then add water. Yeah. I always make sure that there's water in my fridge because I can't stand room temperature water. I just find it to be so disgusting. And also because my system is used to having sparkling water, I'm trying to rewire my system because I've also realized that sparkling water makes me have lots of gas in my tummy that I need to burp out, and it doesn't come out as much as I want it to, but that's okay. I do love sparkling water, so but I'm trying to yo. Oh, coffee. Here's my coffee. I'm gonna make a quick, breakfast because I can't sit there while my stomach is eating itself. Okay, so this is how it looks like. There you go. I drizzled a bit of honey on there. It's good. It's not sweet, so it's like 3 layers. The honey's on top. And once you eat like the top layer, because it has honey, it neutralizes the entire taste of it's not sweet at all. So it's nice. Usually I would have uncooked oats with yogurt and fruits and all that. So it's like the same thing, but like less fruits and with bananas, and cooked this time, just a little bit. So it's not bad. I can actually eat this. Now, here's the problem with me is that every single time I try something new and I like it, I get hyperfixated. So any psychologists here, let me know what the cause of that is. And I don't get hyperfixated on it for too long, except for dunked wings. Dunked wings were the bane of my existence. Like, I would get cravings all the time. I'm so glad that in 2025, I haven't had dunked wings. In December, I didn't have any. In November, I think I only had like one. And that's it. I'm so proud. I'm really, really proud because I feel like they put crack in dunked wings. There's some sort of drug that they put in there that the moment you taste them, you actually just gonna get, hooked. So yeah. Anyway, I'm liking my breakfast. So it's falling apart though. I do feel like I should have added a bit of flour just to keep it intact. But that's not a train smash. You can taste a bit of the egg, which is great. I'm also realizing that it's best to eat it while it's still warm, because if it gets cold, you're not gonna like it. Ah, yes. Okay. See you along the day. I'm very upset. I am in my feels and I'm so annoyed. I'm supposed to be going for a walk at around 5, but yesterday I was supposed to go for a walk and I was so defeated because I had the worst experience when I went for a walk by myself, and I was just like, I don't want to go for a walk and don't make it back home because of men. I have nothing to gain from men personally at the moment in my current life. I do not have, in this season that I'm in, I have nothing to gain from men, and I just want them to leave me alone, period. Yes, I do have friends and who are men, and I'm not talking about them, I'm just talking about men on the street. I have nothing to gain from them and I want them to leave me alone. The other day I went to do my hair, this hair, and I was walking to the mall in Cavendish, minding my business, no earphones or anything like that, little old me. And this guy's like, hi. And obviously, because I don't want to engage, I just moved on. Like, I don't want to engage. I don't want to say hi back to you. I really don't want to say hi to you. Like, I shouldn't owe you an explanation as to why I don't want to say hi to you. Even if I don't say hi to you, what's it to you? It doesn't take your life away. It doesn't take anything from you. Just move on. Clearly, I don't want to talk to you. So I didn't say anything, and he's like, oh, what the f*** is wrong with you? Why are you not talking to me? And I moved on, still not engaging, minding my business, walking, minding my business. And he's like, yeah, women like you. And I turned around and I was like, I do not want to talk to you. And then he got so upset and he went on and he went off. He literally went on and on and on and on and on. And I just moved on and gave him the middle finger as I was walking away. Continued to give him the middle. I didn't look back, but just my middle finger, because just leave me alone. I don't engage, you're upset. I engage, you're upset. Me telling you no, you're upset. I don't owe you anything. I'm not your mother. I'm not your sister. Anyway, in the same week, so Martin and I went for a walk. It was nice. And then I decided, I'm going to start doing these walks every single day, maybe 3 times a week, do a walk just to get the air. Because sometimes when I work from home, I don't see the outside world, right? But tell me why again. This is so upsetting, and I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do. I'm walking and I have a cap on, I have my shades on, I have my earphones on. So literally, do not bother me. And I'm like, you can see that I clearly do not want to talk to anybody. So I'm walking there and I'm playing Rosie's new song with Bruno Mars. And I'm singing along the lyrics, and I don't know, maybe he thought that I was talking to him, but I was not even looking at him, because he was sitting at a corner on the side and I did not even turn to look at him. I'm just minding my business and singing, and he mimics what I'm saying. And then he's like, hello, 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 hello. And I'm not looking, right? And it's him with another guy. And then in front of me, there's another guy. Instead of that other guy being like, stop, what are you doing? She clearly does not want to talk to you. He does not say anything either. Anyway, he shouts at me, and then he starts saying slurs. Like, I can hear slurs, obviously, towards me, and I'm not engaging, literally not engaging. And I came home and I was very, very upset, because why can't I just leave my house, do what I'm doing outside, come back and be okay? Just pretend like I don't exist. That's what I want. Pretend like I don't exist and leave me alone. Okay? And I cried a lot, because I was just like, even when I had my earphones on, that actually was not a safe thing to do, because you never hear these people coming behind you. And if I turned around and looked back, he was gonna see it as a sign of me probably wanting to engage with him. So I was very sad. I'm still sad about it, because I'm just like, I want to go for a walk now, but I can't do that, because there's gonna be some idiot out there who's gonna do the same thing again. And even then, it's not like I'm wearing something that's inviting anybody. And I should be allowed to wear whatever I want. And the reason why I'm upset is because I literally just want to be left alone. I just want to be left alone. But you can't be left alone. Usually I just move on, or sometimes if it's like a public area with like a lot of people, I'll engage and say, what do you want from me? You know, like, what do you want? If I don't want to talk to you, what do you want from me? But if I'm walking alone and there's like not so many people around me, because when I was walking, firstly, there were a lot of people who were walking up to their homes because it was like after 6 and they knocked off from work. But even then, it's just a bunch of men. You never know who's gonna start speaking wrong towards you as a woman. And when this guy was doing all this, it was just on the street. Obviously, it's like a busy street. It's cars moving around. People are not going to stop. I don't want to engage if I'm feeling unsafe. Because if I engage, they're going to say, yeah, you should have ignored him. Yeah, I'm ignoring him. But even then, this is happening. I am going to go for a walk. And even then, when I do these walks, I need to always change my route because I don't want to be targeted. Next thing, I don't come back home. Because such things happen. So I constantly have to worry about that. Like, okay, today, which route am I taking? But men don't have to worry about that. It's frustrating. Anyway, guys, let's go for that walk. Sadly, I just ended up going to the gym and I did 25 minutes walk on incline, 7% incline. I did 15 minutes express abs, which was great. I am so unfit because honestly speaking, I was not in the mood to go walk outside and be berated by stupid ass men. So yeah, we now have to go cook and shower. Pretty girls to the floor. Okay, I just showered. And people who don't believe that Cape Town is such a dizzy city, let me show you, because ain't no way, girl, ain't no way. Like, what is this? Remember the mountains that you could see over there? Like, what's this? Be for real, be for real. What is that? Oh my god. Ain't no way. The ocean is somewhere there. Look at how gray that is. Anyway, oh, I need to open my window because I'm gonna cook. I do not like having misty windows. There's nothing as peaceful and as nice as listening to Korean love songs and I'm sipping on a delicious red wine. So I'm starting 75 hard next Monday and right now I'm craving like a little bit of, you know, spice. So I'm gonna have red wine, but let me get a stand to put you guys on. I always misplace this thing. What is going on with me? I mean, at least I'm misplacing the stand instead of misplacing
the camera. Let me see if it's in here. Nope, it's not in here. Let me push you down. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna make some chicken because I still have pap from last night. Yeah, still fine. And I'm craving like home cooked meal because I miss my mother. Which one are we having? So we have Bon Whatnot and we have First Lady Pinotage. I'm gonna save this for 75 hard when it's over because it's such a good wine, guys. I'm not a fan of Pinotage, but Warwick wine, Warwick Pinotage is delicioso. So now we're gonna open Le Bonheur, or however you call it. It's a French Merlot. When I started drinking wines, like red wine. I used to be a white wine girl, and then I dated this one guy who loved red wine, and at the time I hated it. I hate the smell. And then I moved to Cape Town, and then I started drinking Merlot because I was like, because I think I was missing him, you know. I was like, let me live vicariously through this bottle for him, you know. And then I fell in love with red wine. I started with Merlot. Every single time I'd go out, if I'm having like red meat, I'd have Merlot. And then I started doing wine reviews. And then I found my grape, which was Shiraz. I don't know if Shiraz is still my grape. I mean, the palate changes as you grow. So yeah, that is my story about wine. I do not like white wine anymore. It's too fresh for me. But I do love the occasional Chardonnay. My favorite Chardonnay is the one from Van Loveren. The Christina. Oh my God, I'm not doing this right. My home fit is so cute. Let me show you. So I just woke up, it's like 12. And I was like, let me just look cute for the house. This is what I'm wearing today at the house, in the house. These pants are from my brand. How cute. I got this top from Cotton On as well. It was, I think, $280. It's expensive. Cotton On is so expensive. Oh my goodness, like why? Anyway, I like this look. I had to put my hair in this bonnet because it was irritating. Like it was just so irritating, and I can't stand having to fix it every 2 minutes. And also it was tangling at the bottom because I don't have mousse for it. So I'm gonna make an iced coffee and then make some brunch, which I don't know what that brunch is gonna be. I really don't know. Sizable amount. I got them from Checkers, and then I might also let me put this water here. I might also have to go to the mall. Goedemorgen. Hi everyone. I'm so hungry. I need to make breakfast. I'm still struggling with my nausea. So I need to have Progast again. So I only have my vitamin C.